Uh, Today I'm talking about understanding CVP for IoT. My name is Xiao Song, and I will first from what is CVP and why was it developed. First, specialized IoT protocol. CVP, the full name is Constrained Application Protocol, is a lightweight reset-for application protocol for resource-constrained devices. It was standardized by IETF core group and IEST over UDP. It brings HTTP-like method to small devices using UDP instead of TCP to avoid heavy handshakes. This lets tiny device communications with the web used linear reset semantics but minimal overhead. Designed for constraints, CVP is built for low power, low C network. It has tiny binary headers and requires very little code, making and strict memory and energy limits of LT nodes. KLT node its adds features like multi-host and asynchronous messaging, which are important in LT. CVP easier translate to HTTP, so constrained network can interface with a normal website service. Efficiency in bandwidth and battery life was a prime motivation for its development. Key feature of CVP: Minimal message format. CVP messages have a fixed base based on header plus token option and payload. This binary format keeps header extremely short, in contrast to verbose HTTP text header and REST4 method supports on resource identified by URLs. This makes it easier to use the same web style interactions model on tiny device and the message type. There are 4 types of message: confirmable, non-confirmable, acknowledgement, and reset. A confirmable message must be executed, providing reliability. Non is fire and forget, and reliability controls. By default, CVP is unreliability, but a call message forces a service to send an SK. If an SK isn't received, CVP restrained. Thus, CVP offers optional reliability without for-type TCP. Observed CVP has an observed extension, where client subscribe to resource update. The service then pushes notifications to the client whenever the resource changes. Implying a lightweight publish-subscribe pattern. Block-wise transfer. For the large payloads, COP can split data into blocks, so each UDP package stays small. The receivers resemble the blocks, allowing big transfer on network with tiny M2 processing and caching. CVP supports intermediate CVP procs can translate between CVP device and web service. Service can also use caching height to let procs cache response, saving bandwidth. Security: CVP types run over DTLES for encryption and authentication. It can also use object security for end-to-end security even through pros. And the feature shows LT protocol adoption trend. CVP vs HTTP. The chart illustrates how CVP messages are much smaller than equivalent HTTP message. CVP 4 bits based on header and compact bind option means for less payload overhead, smaller message reducing bandwidth use and speed up transmission on constrained links. And this energy label graphic shows CVP operating at a high efficiency, while HTTP would fall into a low efficiency class. CVP save energy because it sends fewer bits and avoids TCP handshake overhead. And protocol transport. CVP uses UDP, but its published were broken. Whereas CVP is direct client service, UDP lets CVP save package and energy. And payload overhead. CVP's bind head is tiny. HTTP heads are text-based and often hundreds of bits long. Reliabilities: HTTP over TCP is for reliable, but default CVP is reliable is optional. And energy use: because CVP avoids the TCP handshake and send fair bits, it generally consumes far less power. HTTP have large handshake and head overhead, LT suitability. CVP was designed for tiny LT devices and fit in communication microcontrollers. HTTP is considered too heavy for battery-powered sensors. And the third part is CVP architecture and operations. First, it's usually seen in client service model. CVP uses the same request response models as HTTP. LT device act service exposing resource and client send requests to them. For example, a sensor might host a URL from which its reading can be get, and the resource model. Each resource has a URL. Client can also put or post to resource to accurate something or configure a sensor and message structures. A COAP message includes version, message type, ticket length, code, and a 16-bit message ID. After the 4-bit headers comes a ticket, options, and payload preceded by a maker. This structure is very streamlined and conformable vs non-conformable observation and notifications, block transfer, and post and cache support. And the last but not the least, security layers. Real-world use case of COATs is very close to our life. Smart home, battery-powered sensor use COAP to report state and receive commands. For example, a COAP engageable light switch can be resetfully turned on or off with a simple put without draining its battery, and building automation and installation IoT smart cities and architectures and healthy care IoT and device management. The OME lightweight M2M standard for IoT device management is built on COAP. It allowed firewalls updates, configuration, and monitoring of thousands of IoT devices. Demonstration COAP rules in manage large development